This week we're going to do a color challenge.
Yeah.
So here we have paint swatches and we have some calendar pages. We flipped everything upside down and we selected at random what we got.
I chose some pretty ones.
Yeah, we got this idea from Casey Golden. She posted a video a few weeks ago where she painted on paint chips. And I thought to myself, I have a lot of those because I paint all the time, so I've always got paint swatches around. Although these days less than prior to the pandemic. I had to dig to find any, and they're a little bit thrashed. The edges are all kind of mutilated, and there's a drip of purple paint on mine because they'd been in my paint kit for a while. The rules that we made up for this one was that you had to use the colors that were on the swatch and black and white. You could use, so Ty could use purple, black and white, and I could use orange and black and white. Sam got gray, so we let her use any color she wanted to. And then you were inspired by the name of one of the colors. So Ty had a color that was Royal Iris. So she did I
did like a princess that had like a flower theme, and the dress is looks kind of like a iris.
Yeah. And Sam, one of hers was Silver Cloud. So what did you do?
I did Christmas on a silver cloud.
Yeah, it was an after Christmas on a silver cloud. So you brought in a clip art tree here, and then you kind of made it so that it was bending over a little bit so that it looked like it was droopy because it was after Christmas. And then you put wrapping paper on the cloud and you drew the wrapping paper.
I really like the hands on mine.
You did a great job.
One of them just kind of looks like a blob.
Well, but they're very appropriately shaped blobs. Yeah, the hands are awesome. I like her serene face too. Then I got, one of my colors was called Peking Orange, after I think because Peking duck is orange, so I did ducks, but they're not like ducks that you're gonna eat at the moment. They're flying and happy living ducks.
And I'm just happy flying around. Whenever I'm just flying around on like the moon.
Yeah, it's sunset, so that's the sun, and that duck's flying in front of the sun.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's pretty. So I tried very hard to make the lines in the color swatches and the color gradients from the paint chip itself work for the image. So I used one of the white lines as the horizon line, and then we've got kind of some water lines happening that makes the other one work.
I got to use not purple for the skin tone.
Well, we could use black and white. You only gave it a little bit of color.
Yeah. I added like white flowers and like flower petals in the background. It's really nice.
So here's the finished product with the slouchy Christmas tree and the wrapping paper on the silver cloud. There's a close-up of your snowman wrapping paper. And then here's the ducks. It was tricky drawing on the paint swatch. I always test it to make sure they're gonna stick. I used 3 different pens before I found one that was kind of working. And there's Ty's beautiful one.
Now let's go into the calendar pages.
This first calendar one is Sam's. She picked July rainbow calendar. So we're being inspired by the month and the colors, using the colors that were in the calendar. She got rainbow, so she got to use all the colors, which was fun. And she's doing a nice rainbow garden with fairies, right?
And there's like a little kid.
There's a little kid fairy standing on something?
Yeah, on a dance floor.
It's a dance floor? Oh my gosh.
I'm drawing a mommy right now.
Mommy fairy?
Yeah. What's that, the purple part?
The purple magic stuff.
It's magic. What kind of magic is she doing?
She's gonna make like a little cloud to bring the girl that fell up.
Oh, because the girl fell. Talk about the girl who fell.
And she didn't know really how to fly, so she he tried to glide and she fell in the fairy garden. I did a different layer for the wings.
So you were making the wings look more translucent?
Yeah.
There's the tooth fairy.
Yeah.
There's the little girl one on the dance floor. And here's Tyler's.
I got April, and Earth Day is in April. So I decided to do a humanized Earth.
And this is a trend, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like a fandom, the Planet Humans. So I did the Earth and the Moon.
Yeah, the moon is that little girl.
I love her like sassy little floaty spirit hands there. Tyler loves to draw hoodies. They've got kind of a Undertale vibe going with the the head shape and the hoodie, don't you think? There's a little bit of like sands happening there.
Sans Earth.
The translucent clouds might be my favorite part. They're so good.
Like at the end, I realized that I hadn't used the yellow for anything, so I just added some little stars because they're planets.
I think it was such a good idea for April, and it's such a good use of the colors. Here's mine. I got June. June is Daddy's birthday and also Father's Day, so I decided to draw a picture of Daddy with his girls. And so I chose a photograph from, we went to Rockstock in Lucerne Valley to fly model rockets in October. And it was a super fun time.
At this stage, I look kind of creepy and Samuel looks kind of like a monkey.
You guys look creepy throughout. I mean, I picked the picture because I love it, because I think it's adorable and it's like got a lot of personality. And then as I was drawing it, I was like, oh no, it's gonna be so hard to make you guys not look weird because, it was a weird picture of you. I'm using alcohol markers and acrylics. The calendar was a challenge to color on. The paper kind of absorbed paint really fast, so it wouldn't flow nicely, but it also got really wrinkly if you applied too many layers. It like very, very buckled. So I did do a test run, a bunch of different materials to see what would work best on the calendars, and the alcohol markers worked really well. So alcohol markers are great because you can layer them. So I had 3 markers I was using. There was the gray one, the blue one, and the pink one. And you can see they layer without smearing. And the gray one, I could do light gray and dark gray with the same marker by just layering it up. And then I went in with white paint and black paint. I have a lot more control with a paintbrush than I do with markers usually. I'm so used to painting that I have more control with paintbrushes than I do with pens and pencils. It's one of my favorite kinds of paintbrushes with the really long bristles. You can get really nice points, and it takes a little getting used to, but they hold more fluid because of the long bristles too. So what do you guys think of this?
It's cool.
It's cool. I realized after I finished that I didn't use any of the purple from the middle. I mean, there's a lot of purple in it anyway, because the pink and the blue mixed together, but I didn't specifically use any purple. Here we go, zooming in. I mean, it's cute, creepy, right?
Out of all of them, Daddy looks the most normal.
Yeah, Daddy was easy.
4, 3, 2.
Thank you for watching.
If you'd like to join the guild, check out our Patreon for more fun stuff.
It's so fun. Bye bye.